This local sports report is brought to you by Peter Izzio from Izzio Financial Solutions, helping you ensure financial stability for your family or business. Call Peter today for expert advice from an experienced advisor. Call now to book an appointment at 519-576-5410. We are just past the midway point of training camp for the Laurier Golden Hawks, and that means game day is quickly approaching, which I know makes this man very happy. Michael Faulds, the head coach of the Golden Hawks, what have you seen in terms of effort level, execution level so far in the first week of camp?
Yeah, we've had a really good training camp, and look no further than quarterback Connor Carosello has really come into his own. It's like the game has slowed down for him. He's got incredible weapons to throw the ball to, a great offensive line, and then we've got a lot of veteran leadership on the defense led by Tommy Bringy. So we're excited. I know every team in the OUA, every team in U Sports is excited this time of year, and we're just chomping at the bit for September 18th when we host York.
I know that you guys, and we've talked about this before, it's a little bit unique this year in terms of you don't have a lot of game film, and there's a lot of new players in the OUA because nobody's played in the last 2 years. With that said, you have to size up the York Lions, and you have to be ready for them this coming Saturday here at University Stadium. What can you say about them, and how do you plan to beat them?
Yeah, well, we know they're going to be well coached, right? Coach Craney does a great job over there. They're going to be extremely motivated. How the OUA is set up right now, they're kind of on the Eastern Division. We're in the Western Division.
Right.
So there's going to be a lot of tiebreakers at the end of the year. So I know when you're just playing 6 games, everyone is that much more important this year. So we know they're going to be just as excited having the last 18 months off. We're super excited. And there's no overlooking any opponent. Right now, all 11 teams are well coached, have good players, and on any day, anyone can win.
What is your message specifically to the group in terms of what you're going to say to them running out there? This is going to be a special moment, and I know you've run out of the tunnel a million times, whether you were at Western or obviously here at Laurier when you were in your playing career. This is so different. This is so unique. What are you going to say to your players, do you think, Michael?
Yeah, I just think it's unlike any other year because all of us didn't have football last year.
Exactly.
So whether you were a university player, whether you were a high school player last year, or you were a coach, you didn't have a season. So all that built up emotion, excitement, frustration, everything is going to be put out there at 1 o'clock on September 18th, and I'm excited to see that. But I'm going to have to remind the guys to control those emotions, as you never want to get too high, you never want to get too low, and mistake-free football will be victorious.
Well said, and I think the controlled emotions thing is a really good point because you're right. Everybody's going to be amped up to get back out there as the banner and the backdrop falls on us. All good. We'll just carry on with our interview. Last question for you, Michael. Just touch on why this team is going to win football games this year and why you're going to get yourself back to the postseason.
It's because we have leadership at the great spots, right? So when your quarterback is a veteran, he's a leader, that's a check mark. When you've got some leadership on the D-line like Brandon Omanua, you got Tommy Baringi at linebacker, you've got local product who's back for a 6th year in Willamoa at defensive back. And then we've got a great number of role players around those guys and some other future league all-stars. You add that up with some great continuity within the coaching staff with Coach Van Moorkirk leading our defense, Coach Todd Galloway finally being given a season as our offensive coordinator, and adding Marcelo Simmons, his great pro experience, both as a player and as a coach, to our special teams makes me super confident that the 2021 Hawks are going to have a great year.
Connor Carosello leading the way, and don't overlook those receivers either. Ben McAlpine from Brantford, Romy Simpson, 2 veteran guys who are going to be difference makers as well. Can't wait to see you on Saturday, September 18th, 1 o'clock here at the stadium. It's the Golden Hawks and the York Lions finally kicking off the OUA football season. Good to see you, Michael. Thanks for the time.
Great to see you too.
For more highlights, visit our website, 519sportsonline.ca. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter.